Hi, my name is Nick Percoco, and I'm the Chief Security Officer of the global cryptocurrency exchange, Kraken. In this HelpNet security video, I'll be talking about the best ways to safeguard crypto assets and why it is so important for crypto holders to think about their personal security as an ongoing, holistic process. Avoid being a target. For most of us, we live our lives online. And when we do, it's very easy for us to talk and be social about our crypto holdings or our NFT holdings. And if we do, when we do those things online and we do those things in a public way, people are going to take notice. Your friends, family, colleagues will take notice, and they may not do anything malicious with that. But the criminal groups will also take notice. And when they do, they will use you as somebody that they are going to target. And then from there, they will launch further attacks. Might not be today. It might not be the day that you mentioned that you bought a new NFT for 20 ETH, but it may be further down the road. They may see what Discord groups you're part of. They may see what Twitter hashtags you follow or you chat within. And they may try to get closer to you to then someday launch some sort of social engineering attack, or maybe even a physical attack against you to try to get a hold of the crypto assets that you have in your possession, or even the NFTs that you have in your possession as well. Choose the right storage. So when thinking about where you're going to store your crypto assets, there are really three choices. One of those would be a hot wallet. And those typically come in the form of a wallet that you would run on your computer or on a mobile device. And that's something that's always available to you. It's always online. The other option is cold storage, and that would typically come in the form factor of a hardware wallet, something the size of like a USB key that you would keep offline in a safe place, like a safe, and you would only access it when you really need to access and move funds off of that wallet. And then the third choice, if you're not really comfortable managing hot and cold wallets yourself, is to keep your funds on an exchange. Now, you probably shouldn't keep your life savings on an exchange, but if you're starting out and you're looking at obtaining some crypto assets, an exchange could be a good choice because you can secure that, you can keep it safe, and then you sort of offload the responsibility of the storage and the key management to the exchange themselves. Spread out your holdings. Now that you understand the different places you can store your crypto assets, it's important to know that it may be a good thing to use all three of those at your disposal, or even more. If you have some crypto assets that you need to use on a regular basis, keeping those in a hot wallet probably makes a lot of sense. If you want to have some long-term investments, keeping those in a cold storage or a hardware wallet makes sense as well. But you just don't have to choose one of those. You could have multiple hot wallets. You could have multiple hardware wallets that you then diversify and split up those assets. And the same thing goes with exchange accounts. You could have accounts on multiple exchanges, and you can keep some assets there as well. The whole idea here is you don't want to have everything in one specific place, because bad things can happen, right? You can lose your mobile phone. Your hardware wallet can get damaged. An exchange can get compromised. And so you want to make sure that whenever there's a chance of some sort of catastrophic event, that you wouldn't lose all of your assets in one of those events. And so, diversifying the storage of your assets is extremely important in order to stay safe, and safeguard those funds. Level up your authentication. All of us have many different accounts into many different systems. You might have an account in multiple different email systems. You might have multiple exchange accounts when you're dealing with crypto assets. You want to ensure that you just don't have a username and password associated with those accounts. That can easily be phished, or it can also be guessed by an adversary or a criminal group. You want to ensure that all of your accounts, whether it's your email account, your online banking accounts, your exchange accounts, your social media accounts, any place you can that has the ability for you to enable two-factor authentication on that account, you want to enable it. That could come in the form of a Google Authenticator application, or it could come in the form of a security hardware token that you plug into a device, your computer or your mobile phone. It also could come in the form of like a touch ID or a face ID on your device itself. You want to ensure that if a criminal gets a hold of your username and password for any one system without another factor, another method, they would not be able to get into your account. Protect those private keys. There's a common phrase in the crypto industry, which is not your keys, not your coins. What that really means is that you, as a participant in the crypto ecosystem, have the ability to own the private keys that you then have wallets associated with, which you then store your crypto assets. Now, if you were to go and just hand over your private keys to somebody else, they can drain those wallets basically instantaneously, and you would have no ability to stop them. So your private keys are the most sensitive piece in your own personal crypto world. Now, there are applications out there like hardware wallets or software wallets or browser wallets where you have the ability, and you should, generate seed phrases that you can use as a backup. Now, one of the big mistakes people make is they don't properly store those seed phrases, or they are social engineered by someone to hand over those seed phrases. It's a common attack vector we see very often. Typically plays out where someone's an enthusiast in a specific crypto project or an NFT collection. They join a Discord group, and after a while, they start getting DMs by various individuals. Some of them are just friendly folks that are trying to, meet other people within the community, but some of them have something to offer. And in order to exchange for what they want to offer you, they'll social engineer you and ask you to go into MetaMask, for example, and copy your seed words out and send them to them. They're going to give you something. They're going to give you this one-of-a-kind NFT. But really what they're going to do is they're going to drain your wallet completely. And then you'll be left holding an empty wallet, wondering how it got hacked. Well, it didn't technically get hacked. You gave your seed words to somebody who just went into MetaMask, entered those seed words, and recovered your wallet into their browser, and then sent the contents of that wallet, all the assets, all of the NFTs, to their own wallet. And now they're stolen. Not a really sophisticated hack. It's really cloning of your wallet. But again, those seed words represent your private keys. And if you're not in sole possession of those seed words, then again, they're not your keys, and they're not going to be your coins or your other assets anymore. Thanks for letting me share my ideas on how you can best protect your crypto assets. And I wish you well on your journey within the crypto ecosystem.